Hello there YouTube. Today I'm going to be making a review video on my Box Prime 9 drivetrain / group set. This is a bit of a follow-up video as I recently uploaded a bike check on my fat tire bike. If you haven't seen that, I recommend going and checking it out. That video had a bit of a cliffhanger ending, as I forgot what I was talking about. The next day I remembered, so today I'm going to be making a review on this Box Prime 9 drivetrain. A little bit of background: this drivetrain came off of my Rocky Mountain Slayer SS slopestyle bike. I put a single speed drivetrain on that bike, and this bike needed a better drivetrain, so I put it onto here. It's the first time I've ridden a bike with a box drivetrain, so I figured instead of doing a review on a different drivetrain, might as well. I'll probably review those drivetrains in the future, but I figured might as well do this one as you don't see as many of them, and maybe not as many people have heard about it or had the chance to ride one and are considering buying one. So if you're considering getting a Box 2 Prime 9 drivetrain, this is going to be a good video for you to watch. The reason why you haven't seen a lot of these, they don't come standardly equipped on say factory bikes and whatnot, is because Box is a small company that is coming into the, they started off with like BMX parts and then moved to mountain biking and entered the drivetrain industry, which I don't know, I don't want to rant too long about this, but in itself is a very suppressed maybe market, as there are two main brands and not really any others, Shimano and SRAM, which have been around for a long time. And I'll probably do a separate video on this, but in my opinion are more important than any bicycle manufacturer. If it weren't for Shimano and SRAM making the components, there wouldn't be the bikes that there are today. Box Prime 9, this was the first time I'd ridden it, and my not initial thoughts, but after riding it for a long time, the way I would describe this drivetrain is analog. The word I'd use to describe it is analog. And if you don't understand what I mean by that, it just kind of feels old and outdated. Not saying it isn't a great option, which I'll get further into, but the reason why it feels kind of old and outdated is because it's a range of gears that would come with a 1x11 or 12. In my fat tire bike video, I said it's probably a 10 through 52. I was wrong. I did further research into it to make this video. It's a 11 tooth by 50 tooth. So it's a wide range of gears with only 9 shifts, which causes for a larger leap between the gears, just a larger space for the gear to jump or the shift to happen, which I think causes a delayed feeling. So it isn't quite as quick and I guess sharp, accurate, however you want to describe it, as say a 1x11 or 12. But it has all the gear ratio with less gears and will get all the same stuff done. Let's see, I'm gonna go and shift the bike real fast so you guys might be able to see it. As you can see here at the bottom of the drivetrain, in the harder gears, the bike starts to misshift. My drivetrain, I failed to mention that it's not maintained super well and doesn't shift the best. If you're better at maintaining your stuff, you might be able to get better shifting out of your Box Prime 9. As you guys could see, if you turn the audio up, you might be able to hear when the lever clicks. I was trying to get that in here. Sorry if I was blocking it. But as you might be able to tell, when I click the lever, it takes a few seconds for the gear to jump. And while that may be a downside for some riders looking for super sharp shifting on if that's just what you like, but given the cheap, this drivetrain is half the price of pretty much anything else out there on, well, a quarter of the price of anything else out there on the market. I was able to find this group set for $150, while a comparative SRAM, say you wanted to get a SRAM GX group set, I recently did that and it cost $600. So at the price, this drivetrain is pretty much unbeatable in my opinion. And for what you get, it's super durable. I'm super hard on this drivetrain, or I have been. Given it's on a fat bike, when you're riding a fat bike with the big tires, it's kind of inevitable. You just monster truck through everything. And when you're doing that, you hit your derailleur on stuff. And just kind of, I don't know, this bike, it's very hard on the drivetrain, and the drivetrain handles it perfectly. So you get all the same toughness and mechanical build quality and stuff as a SRAM or Shimano competitor, but at a quarter of the cost. So in my opinion, it's pretty unbeatable. If a friend asks me about this drivetrain, I would definitely recommend it to them. You don't hear about the box as much as the other companies, but I think this is an absolutely great option if you know about it and are interested in it. So yeah, if a friend asks me about this drivetrain, I would definitely recommend it to them. I would recommend them to check out this video as well as all the other videos on the YSM Life YouTube channel. So I think that pretty much covered everything for the drivetrain, and I'll let you guys go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good rest of the day or night. Peace out. Stay dangerous.